Welcome to Accountable. We are back and we have some great topics, great show for you tonight. Talking a little MVP, a little Lamar Jackson, a little controversy going on. And of course, we have to touch on the Cat Williams and Shannon Sharpe interview. So let's get started.
Yeah.
One time.
What's up? Hey, welcome back, man. Come on now. Y'all dry as fuck.
All right. All right. I am your host, Holly Heat, and of course, I am joined by my co-hosts, Blue, and for the new year, Sir Lamp.
That's what's up.
Lampley? Lamp?
Lamp,
Sir
yeah,
Lamp?
Sir Lamp.
Okay. I don't know.
Royalty over here, man.
I know.
That's
Got to
what's
get in
up.
line.
Let's do this.
But before, we got to do a little cheers here.
Welcome back.
A little cheers.
Welcome back,
for
Hot
the
Tab.
new year and for a new season. And I'm just glad y'all are here. I'm glad, this is family.
It was
So,
close.
Yes.
yeah, it
was close.
Listen, it was close. Anyhow, all right, let's go ahead and jump into some topics. Obviously, we're in the midst of the MVP race. So let's talk about what makes an MVP. And why is it typically the quarterback, and maybe the differences between your MVP in basketball versus football, and does it have anything to do with on or off the field court, so to speak? So, Lamp, what?
I don't think it has anything to do with on or off the field issues. I mean, in my opinion, all the top four quarterbacks that are currently in the mix are pretty decent, consistent. I know our producer, he's been pushing this whole Lamar Jackson piece for the past 2 months, and I mean, I think Lamar is a viable candidate. I mean, what he brings to the table, you can't replace. They try, but at the same time, when he's been out, they've still won. So if you ask me what makes an MVP is, an MVP is someone, if that person's not there, the team suffers. In Lamar's case, they've actually won. Same thing when you can say with Brock Purdy. He missed a couple of games, they fell apart. Blues boy, Dak, you took him off, they struggled.
And how many games did he miss?
I think was
I don't
four?
try to watch the Cowboys that much.
Are you worried about how many games Dak wins?
But if we voted today, my vote would go to Dak. It pains me to say that.
I mean, as it well should. I find that very offensive myself. But
I don't.
And I know that we're talking about this season, obviously MVP this season. But when Dak was out last season, we remember the whole phenomenon of I've forgotten his name now. But
Exactly.
But I have forgotten his name now. But he stepped in and
He forgot his name. Shit.
Man,
so I don't want to take the focus away from this season. However,
You need Dak to win. If you're the Cowboys, you need him.
so, but who's to say? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let Blue go.
That's a
'cause
resident Cowboy.
He's seething right now. He doesn't like what I might have to say. So go ahead, Blue.
I mean, you probably might be a little bit surprised with what I'm going to say, but we don't necessarily need that. We need somebody that can play like that, and that's just somebody that can play okay. That's all we need is a quarterback that can play all okay.
You had
'Cause
okay.
we're gonna put the athletes around you. We're gonna put a running back with you. We're gonna give you CD Lamb. We're gonna give you a tight end. We're gonna give you a stud defense. We don't need Dak to do a lot.
How many players from the Cowboys are on the all team or all pro team?
Pro Bowl.
Like 9.
It was a lot. I was
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
through there like, ugh.
Yeah. It's deep. We deep.
Yeah.
So to kind of back up and answer what you think of MVP is, to me, I would say an MVP is someone who carries the team.
Makes other players on the team better.
Makes other
Okay.
players on the team better. I would say somebody like LeBron. every year he's like the MVP. It really doesn't
I
matter
agree with
who's
that.
on his team.
I agree with that.
He makes everybody better.
Since coming in,
Since coming into the league, like 20
yeah.
years in a row, he has proven to be the example of what an MVP is.
He took Cleveland to the show.
So
He did. Okay.
but I give
Again.
it to Lamar. I give it to Lamar.
Would you?
Okay.
Because, I mean, if I'm going to compare somebody to LeBron, at this point, I would compare Lamar to LeBron because he ain't got nobody.
Wow.
I feel like every other person other than Tyreek Hill has somebody. I think it is a Tyreek Hill,
Well,
Lamar race, and I would really probably give it to Tyreek Hill.
And so you touch on another point about it, speaking, of course, about the NFL. Why do we normally give it to quarterbacks?
because he's the face of the team, the franchise.
But the thing is, the NFL ain't ready. The NFL has so many black faces right now, they don't know what to do. It's like they don't have any other hopes to do. They like,
Well, you know what? My vote.
where is Herbert?
my vote going to Tua?
Where is Lawrence?
Tua.
Where is Tua?
Shit.
I mean,
statistically, he beats out your boy.
Statistically, Tua is sorry.
No, statistically, he's like number one, number two.
Yeah, I get it, but he just looks sorry.
Your boy is like 4 or 5.
He throws very ugly, man.
you
no
can't,
matter.
You can't
How
talk about
you-
somebody throwing ugly,
That-
and your favorite basketball player has a very ugly game,
my
except in
God.
transition. Okay, so you can't talk about somebody having an ugly game and that knocking them out the box.
LeBron, look,
for-
she bad about your free throw shooting. That's
Not
all right.
just that, it's the dribbling and,
It
but
works.
No. And I'm not slandering, I'm Switzerland when it comes to LeBron James. But, okay, so you're making a case for Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Even with
But-
the injuries.
Yeah,
Lamar didn't play the last game. Dak has better stats than him, so why is he even being talked about? Dak has players
Come on.
around him, so, I mean, to me, it's like Tyreek, Dak, Purdy, then Lamar.
I agree with that.
And this is the NFL talk.
in that order.
You know what I'm saying?
In
In
that
that order,
order.
that you got to throw some kind of flavor in there. You can't have 5, 6 black guys. You know what I'm saying? Without putting the good white. And you got to put McCaffrey in there too. You got to put McCaffrey in there. McCaffrey,
Hey.
Purdy, and three other black guys. Now we're good. We've met.
Good deal. Like, goddamn.
We got to figure it out.
Shit, how many blacks they got?
You know what I'm saying? Like, who we gonna put up?
Shit,
Come on, 49ers.
McCaffrey. We gotta put McCaffrey. Give it to McCaffrey. Make
Give
him
it
the
to
guy. Him or Purdy.
One of them.
Yeah. Shit, give him Kittle too.
Throw
Throw Kittle in
him in
there.
there.
Shit.
All right, so
How you gonna have the best three fight? Excuse me. How you gonna have the? Y'all-
Come on, man.
That's a conspiracy.
Come on, that
theory.
is.
That is a conspiracy theory. How you gonna have the best white quarterback, the best white running back, the best white tight end, and the best white defensive end on the same team? That's a conspiracy theory.
somebody's
And
going to
coach.
dig into that, I guarantee you. We're
And
gonna
coach.
And
we're
coach.
Well, you know,
We're
they
gonna find out.
just had the argument about the whites versus blacks.
I know. And being, did you hear about that, Holly? It was something that came out that said
Your boy,
somebody said-
Mendenhall.
who was that? That said
Mendenhall.
Rashawn Mendenhall,
yeah.
a white Pro Bowl against a black
Yeah.
Pro Bowl.
Nah. They got us on the offensive line.
I'm like, McCaffrey and that line gonna run right through us.
But we got
But
them
they
on the
can't-
athletes.
But they can't throw on us.
Yeah.
They can't throw on the deep. But it would be a great game. I would love
It would
it would be a
be.
funny game. It would be close. It would be closer than people think. I bet that.
Who would we put at coach? Mike T?
Yeah, you got to put Tomlin.
You got to.
You got to put Tomlin.
We
Got
lost.
to.
We'll lose.
D'Amico ain't showed me that. D'Amico's our defensive coordinator in
Mike
that.
Tomlin is like the. I mean, come on. How many seasons have
I
they?
think it was
have
17
Consecutive.
Yeah, he's never had a losing
Insane.
season.
Did he make
Absolutely.
9-8 this year?
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there.
You know, now I
Every
see why.
year,
I
you
see
know-
why Glorilla was so excited to meet him now.
Look
like,
here,
Yeah, she was on the side
Right.
with them stacks.
Mike T. Like, God damn, what the fuck we gonna do this year, man? I mean, we need a quarter. We need a quarterback. Can Ben come out? You could have signed
Good
Flacco.
big come out. All right, so kind of semi transitioning here. When we're talking, we brought up Lamar Jackson. Obviously, is kind of dominating. Definitely in MVP talks. and this is somebody over here, our producer.
Our producer.
Wanted us to talk about why Lamar Jackson wouldn't be like the face of the league. But let's first establish who is the face of the league right now.
Purdy.
Dak Prescott.
Dak should be the face of the league.
He is the face of the league.
He should
you ain't
be.
see all our Cowboy commercials? He is the face of the league.
No, your boy, Maato.
Who?
Maato.
Man, not no more.
Shit, if we talking about commercials,
Man.
I mean, I guess
he got more
if
chunky
he's-
soup commercials than anything. Shit.
I mean, Travis Kelce's also has
Maato.
a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's depending on what you like. In the NBA, I guess it's a little more clear, like who they kind of gravitate
Giannis.
toward. Yeah, obviously
LeBron.
Giannis, LeBron.
Just LeBron.
What?
Just LeBron.
Just LeBron.
Wow.
Giannis is Giannis.
It's Giannis.
But
But
and
LeBron first.
even with the small hiccup, I think Anthony Edwards to an extent.
He's like top 20.
Two more years.
He's top 20.
I mean, he's been in a movie, so he got some acting
Two more
chops.
years.
I don't know, like
that's a true statement.
That was a
But
good movie too.
That
it
was.
was it was a great movie.
Yeah.
But when we talk about face of the league for the NFL, like really and truly, without any bias, like
You can't say
I
it without
mean,
any bias.
when-
There is bias.
I mean, there is bias, but like you would say, obviously Tom Brady for a
Well,
long
I mean,
time.
Longest.
so like I asked our producer, why would you make Lamar the face of the NFL? Why?
I think he's kind of a pro Lamar Jackson,
He is.
but
Answer the question. Why would you? Why?
do
you
want-
could
Yeah,
you chime in, shit.
All right, I say this here. The only reason why they do not let him be the face of the league is because he does not talk clearly.
He doesn't talk clearly, is what he
And
said.
is, not a stereotypical handsome NFL quarterback.
And
dude.
he is not stereotypical handsome as a quarterback on TV.
So he's very-
They will not put that.
Well, I
Same
guess-
reason why they didn't like to have Michael Vick as the face of the league.
Same reason why
Because
Vic wasn't
Michael
there.
Vick wasn't talking properly.
Vic
They wanted
could
him-
not
Well, here's
talk.
the
They
thing.
want
Raw
what's the name for the
Mexico. Shout out to
Chargers?
Raw Mexico.
They
Herbert.
Want Herbert to be the face of the league.
That's
That's what they want.
They want Herbert,
They
is
want
what he
Herbert.
said.
They want somebody who's 6'5",
6'5",
blonde haired.
blonde hair.
well.
Blue
I
eyes.
would
Well-
say I'm sorry. It must be the champagne
Get
messing me up here, but I would say
Look.
Patrick Mahomes is probably
Yeah.
the face of
Right.
the league. Yeah.
Well,
But
here's-
guess who they want to be the face of the league?
Go ahead. Who?
That man from Buffalo. They want Buffalo to win
Josh.
so dang
Oh,
bad. They want Josh to win. So think about it. He had worse stats than Dak all year. If this was Dak, Jesus, y'all, he would be in a grave right
no.
now with them stats. Y'all would be digging him a grave. I would not be able to go on social media, Facebook, nothing, because y'all would be digging a hole. It would not matter if we would lose. Y'all would be digging this man a hole. Y'all are still trying to put the Bills in a Super Bowl and put him in a MVP talk. Why?
That's true.
I was listening
Well,
to a
here's the thing,
show,
though.
and they were very high on.
So if you really want to put Lamar as the face, like I told our producer a month ago, get his ass some speaking engagements, some clear seal.
But
No, let's
You
be
say
let's
what-
be
He
real.
said clear as hell.
Let's be real, because if you want to be put in that category, you're gonna have to put some work into it, some self improvement. I mean, you say Tom Brady, well, shit, Tom didn't come in this bitch looking like a top 5 prospect.
does it have anything
was horrible.
like? Remember the contract issue,
Yes.
and he held out.
Right.
Does that also impact?
Yeah.
Well, of course it
I
does,
mean, we
because
don't see any of those-
because he beat them at their own game,
He wouldn't be a team player.
and you know what they saying? This nigga here.
He don't want to be on our team.
Yeah.
It's us against him.
Yeah.
If anything demonstrates like perseverance and the will
Yeah.
to win, it's
Well,
Lamar Jackson
well, here's the
holding
thing,
out
though.
for his contract.
I
He has
applaud
full
it.
guaranteed
Yeah, I applaud it.
contract.
I applaud it.
That-
against him.
Yeah.
That's like that's
I applauded. I
he is a
applauded.
winner in my book.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He basically said,
In mine too.
"Fuck y'all, I'm gonna keep this 10%. Me and my mama gonna get this.
Yeah,
my
Gonna
mama.
get this contract done."
We gonna
And
have fun.
That's all the mom.
yeah, no matter what they did, Lamar and his mama every week fuck the Ravens. Follow them on Facebook, on Twitter, on X. Stop supporting them.
Do we even know?
Stop
anymore?
going to team meetings.
All right, let's do a little crossover here. Let's get one of our little juicy sports pop culture topics
what's
going
up?
here. All right, let's talk about obviously this very popular interview that was out by Mr. Cat Williams and he was
sir.
on Shannon Sharpe's show, and he aired it out.
He broke
basically.
the internet.
He aired it out, and brought up a lot of names, had a lot of commentary about a lot of different people, and then obviously that's been a huge topic. But then, subsequent to that, Steven Jackson, who is one of the hosts, along with Matt Barnes of All the Smoke, said about Shannon Sharpe that he made some comments that were not well liked by Shannon Sharpe. Basically saying that, these are your guests are supposed to be people that you have a relationship with. So why would you? Or basically, Cat Williams was talking about people that maybe Shannon has had on his show or that he may have relationships with, and he basically said it was for clicks. You let Cat Williams come on there, talk all of this shit, and it was for clicks, and you should have basically been protecting people that you would have on your show. Why did you let him pop off like that? And of course, Shannon Sharpe is basically you're just jealous and elevate your content and so forth. So, where do you guys weigh in on that?
I'll let Blue take it first.
Can we paper rock scissors this one? Because I was really thinking really, really strong because I got it. On this one.
I'll take it if you want me to.
Yeah, you take it, man.
Here's the thing. First off, let's just go ahead and say what it is. It was a damn good interview, and Unc did his job. He allowed Cat to air his grievances and get him off his chest without interrupting him. Well, one, you couldn't interrupt him because after that first sip, like I text you, the interview took a life of its own.
That's why I was in my head. How can I?
But at the same time, Stack, you can't get mad at Unc because while I applaud him and say, hey man, damn good job. If you did something like that, I'd be like, hey Blue, damn good. When you won the weekly league thing.
Oh yeah, my fantasy football.
Yeah, I was like, damn good job, you did that. Support that man because it's always black on black bullshit. Let that man prosper, support him, be happy for him. And so I agree with Shannon. Don't get mad at me because when you had it, you didn't do anything with it. You got 3 million clicks versus 39.
I mean, let's not act like All the Smoke isn't a very popular podcast,
right?
It was.
But
I think they've gone on a separate platform.
It's enough food for everybody to eat. It's enough for everybody to win. Why not be happy for each other? Shannon wasn't even worried about stat.
I think it comes down to him not respecting that part of the game. We're playing the same game, but I don't like the way you play it, so I'm going to call it out.
So what? I'm not taking nothing off your plate. You get to eat. I'm eating. Let me eat. Support me if you my guy. Because when Unc was on All the Smoke, you was kiki ha ha laughing with him and shit, just like you did Stephen A. You was all in his face cackling like a little hoe. Don't give me. But then weeks later, you started shooting Stephen A. in the back. So come on, Stack. You gotta let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. You dropped the ball.
I mean, you want to weigh in?
I mean, what the hell do people expect when a half a bottle of liquor or more is involved?
But
some point,
but like Cat said, he had 2 sips less than Unc.
They both was drinking.
Shit. Unc had way more than Cat.
Probably because he did not expect Cat to say what the hell he said.
Well, let's not act like Cat hasn't done this before. I mean, they're pulling the receipts and they're showing that Cat Williams has a history of basically calling out Kevin Hart and other people in the past. So It's not like this. I would say if you're a host and you invite somebody like Cat Williams on your show, you have to be ready for whatever.
I think he was ready. He just wasn't ready for the number of people that he was going to call out. Just like you said, he called out Kevin Hart one
It was
time.
like the Epstein
But he
list.
just-
It
yeah,
was
he
like the
was-
Flight Manifesto over here. That list,
He
that
pulled out that list, dropped
Hey.
that thing, and got the reading on it.
If anything, Cat dropped so many gems and one-liners on that interview.
He was ready.
He was.
he did, but
He was
I
ready.
think, and in full disclosure, everything I know about the interview, I either got from y'all or from social media. I did not watch it because I really hate watching things with
It was a lot. It was a lot.
mess and like kind of like cringe stuff.
Put
and
it like this.
I can't watch stuff like that.
I watched it, went to sleep, woke up, watched it again, went to sleep, woke up. I was like,
But I think he
like,
talked
damn.
some about like the Illuminati and stuff like that
between
in
him
there.
and him and Ludacris.
I don't
Between him
know
and Ludacris.
about, you know.
Hey,
sometimes,
I was out for it on that little Illuminati shit. I was like, yeah, I keep telling you motherfuckers, this shit is real.
But I'm not saying that just because maybe one or two things he said weren't, you know, true or accurate or whatever, doesn't mean like negate like that everything was not true. I'm not saying that at all. But here's how I feel about it. Again, if you invite somebody like that on your show, you have to be ready for whatever. And I think Shannon probably knew that. And then if you guys are avid watchers, again, I'm full disclosure, I see the clips on social media, but I don't watch the full show.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on me. But does he does he challenge his other guests? I think that's what it would come down to.
Shannon, I watch all of Shannon Sharpe shows.
I agree.
He has a
I know he
plethora
had
of
like
questions.
Brittany Renner
Yeah.
on there. He's like
He has
he's
questions.
had other people.
The one
He
thing,
reads them and they answer.
Yeah.
He goes to the next.
the one thing Uncle would do is that if someone says something that if he doesn't agree with, he'll say, hey man, that's out of bounds, that's out of line. Like when Cass said something about the wives, Sharpe was like, oh man, you can't do that, you can't say that, that's that man's wife. And you know, from there,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
So in me being, again, I don't like mess, and I would never want to put
I love
somebody in a position to like a gotcha moment or like a aha moment. And so like I get where Steven Jackson is coming from. Like, hey, why would you purposely? It's almost like inviting like basically a groupie or something
How
on
do
the
we
show
know
that
Cat
has
Williams
like
and call him?
what?
How do we know Cat Williams and call him? Because all these people was already on Shannon Sharpe's show. It's not like we don't know if Shannon Sharpe reached out to Cat and said, hey, you want to talk? I'm sure Cat was like, hey.
Yeah, but he could have declined as well if he didn't want to do it.
Why would you?
I mean, no, I'm not saying you would. All I'm saying is that I understand to a degree where Stack's coming from, and that like you let this man come on your show and talk reckless and like why? And these are all supposed to be like your people you're cool with that he's talking reckless about. Because didn't he even say like you have a natural affinity to?
There has to be some kind of professional. There has to be some kind of professional aspect to people. It's 2024. We are too sensitive now. Everybody can say, "Oh, you hurt my feelings when you said something."
Sensitive.
Like this dude is a reporter, a journalist at this point in time. He has to ask these questions. If it was anybody else, nobody would be saying anything.
But I also think Shannon's response about it being about like jealousy and this and that, I don't buy into that at all. I don't think that that's where Stack was coming from.
No, I don't.
They have a very successful podcast, him and
He
Matt
just
Barnes.
needs a good comeback.
And so I definitely don't think it was like about jealousy or anything.
The line of the show
like,
was, you have an unnatural allegiance to losers. It's not like you.
First, thank you. So for all of y'all, I'm gonna ask you a question. So if I've invited you to my show.
Yeah.
You invited me. If I say that to you, how do you feel in the middle of your show?
If it comes from you, I will feel some kind of way. If it came from Jay, I'd be like, so shit. Because I mean, we have history.
Right.
You know, so I can give two fucks with the next man and say, but if you said, I'm like, okay, damn, this is my little bro.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah. I'm like, well, damn, you know, you basically hold
But
me
he's also a
accountable.
comedian, so there is some kind of comedic
man,
aspect to that, right?
Not really, because he was talking.
was
Everything he said right there was he was shooting shots, bullets. These are true. I don't care how funny it is.
17 clip.
So if I say it might sound funny to y'all, but I'm serious, nigga.
He was very serious.
You
Hey,
have an alliance.
Cat said,
it was serious. Calm.
First he paid him a compliment. He said, hey, you created a safe space for people to come on your show and discuss how they feel. And after that, ding, ding, let's go. And he went in.
So he went in on Shannon on his show. Along with everybody else. So what's the problem?
What's the problem?
So he was fair game.
Yeah.
I get, like I said, I think it's just a difference in methods here. I think it's a different in methods. I don't even think that Stack and Matt Barnes would allow somebody to come on their show that they think are going to talk.
And not only that,
crazy.
If this came from Matt, I would feel something. I would feel totally different because Matt, you know, Matt, that's my guy.
He stands on all 10 of his toes.
Yeah.
All of them. I'm not saying that
the first
don't either, but
the first light man in history
Steven Jackson
to drive 25 miles to beat somebody ass. I mean,
Steven Jackson, he does have like a history of, you know, being controversial. I mean, I know he said several things that I don't agree with, and
Stack's still my guy.
Yeah, I mean, but you know. When you're being your authentic self, it's going to happen. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Trust me. Check out my Instagram. Holly Heat. They don't agree with you. They don't always agree with you. All right. All right. So, moving on. Oh, okay. Not moving on. Taking a break right now.
Okay.
We're on.
Hey, but look at like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Comment.
Yes. Like, share, and
talk
subscribe.
your shit, shoot your shot.
Like what I got to say. They ain't gonna...
No, don't shoot your shot. Don't say that.
Shoot y'all shot at Heat. She back.
All right. So then we'll. All right, we're back. Accountable Show. I am Holly Heat. I'm here with Blue and Sir Lamp, and we have a couple more topics to discuss. It's already been pretty spicy around here.
So we're not going to acknowledge St. Nick retiring?
Cheers!
Go.
As an Alabama hater, cheers.
Go Tide. Go Tide.
He has passed.
Go away, Tide.
He has passed the torch to Dion.
Who takes the Bama job?
Dion.
I'm gonna say Kiffin.
Oh my goodness.
Lane has the best opportunity.
I like Lane. I love Lane though, man.
But let Dion go to them playoffs next year and see what happens.
Well, you see.
He changed his whole.
Who was it? Shador
team.
was already trying to recruit. Mm-hmm.
He was down here for the national championship. Like he did something. They called him down here, so they know he gonna show out next year.
Well, hell, they replaced the whole offensive line in Colorado in 1 week. You got the number one offensive tackle in the nation. And, you know,
The best recruiting.
You get the best portal
transfer portal.
Yeah, number one.
It's going to be an interesting off season to see what transpires for sure.
Man.
But I think we're all rooting for Coach Prime to put a better product together.
I mean, but damn, the year before this one, they only won one game. He won 4 this year.
Yeah,
so
no, I would
all they had
say.
to do was win 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won 7.
Come on.
But they choked away 3 of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They did. But still, though, it's still 3 more than the previous year.
I mean,
so shit.
The ones they choked.
They won every game except for
They were.
Some big games.
The Stanford game
Came back against USC.
Yeah, the Stanford game.
We all love.
Should have been fired.
We all love Prime here on Accountable.
Pay that man.
So let's jump into a very hot topic that seems to pretty much dominate headlines nearly every day because we have basketball and football going on right now, and they both have referees. Mm-hmm. And so let's discuss, are the referees worse in the NFL or the NBA?
I would say NFL.
NFL. Why?
I would say NFL because to me it's the plays go faster.
And let me make a differentiation here. Yeah. Like, we're not talking about like the rules. Obviously, the referees don't create the rules.
Right.
We know that the rules have gotten like more restricted over time in both sports, but like the actual rulings, by the referees, not.
I still would say NFL. I think the NFL is more egregious to the fact to where when they've been told, hey, we're going to be lenient on these games.
Right. Well, not only that, as a coach, first thing the coach tells you before ending the game is that let's take the refs out of the game. Mm-hmm. Meaning that when it comes down to the last 2 minutes, I don't want to hear about if the ref did this, if the ref called that. Take them out of the game. Meaning that play your part, do your job. That way we ain't got to worry about the refs. Mm-hmm. If you walk away saying
deciding the game.
Yeah, if you walk away from a game saying, oh, the ref blew this call. No, what did you do or what didn't you do to secure the victory? So if you were focused on your part, the refs wouldn't even be an issue.
I feel like the NBA refs are just more emotional because they can hear the players.
Yeah.
You can hear when somebody calls you a bitch.
Yeah. Face to face.
Face to face. It's like, oh, okay, I'm finna fuck up the call.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess, well, since football is, that might go in the NBA's favor there, but obviously football is already like more of a contact sport. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think we consider basketball like it's not a contact sport, but
depending on what era for basketball.
I mean, unless you're Draymond Green, but like we don't consider that a contact sport. Whereas in football, like obviously there's going to be like some fracases, and they don't. Obviously, they're not going to call those types of penalties. I mean, they can, but they
choose not to.
Yeah.
I think to answer your question, the worst refs would be the NFL. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to an offensive play. I mean, you see more pass interference calls, roughing the passer calls, illegal contact calls, and anything.
Missed holding calls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just so many missed calls. When you're watching the game of football, it's so many more missed calls than basketball.
Yeah.
But in basketball, like you said, they can hear the players, so it's like all of a sudden, I know I just saw a clip that was, taunting, which I know they have like taunting in the NFL, and I know they do call the fouls on like celebrations and stuff now, but because they can hear the players in basketball, it seems like they have been.
I think the refs in the NBA are less emotional.
You think they're less? I think they're more.
You think so?
I think they're definitely more emotional.
I don't know, because you call a ref you call a NFL ref a bitch,
or is it?
It's gonna be a flag.
Does it really come down to?
If I come like this, I'm ejected.
Does it really come down more to like the number of possessions? Because the number of possessions in a football game is a lot less than basketball.
Yeah.
So it can make a huge difference in football where you have less possessions and like, oh, I gotta pass interference call, or I got this type of call, and now I'm
To piggyback off what you just said, let's go back to the Super Bowl last year.
Mhm.
A minute left. KC, Philadelphia, a phantom pass interference call changed the game. Changed the game. It was Philly's game to lose.
It was.
Then all of a sudden you get
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Okay, so talking, I mean, and again, this is obviously a topic that's been dominating headlines every single day. To where obviously coaches, we had the Toronto coach here, it sounds like a supervillain from like a movie, calling out the referees, LeBron James calling out referees. Obviously the whole Lions and Dallas Cowboys, and Dan Campbell did his best not to get fined. And okay, we don't need you to weigh in. We probably already know how you feel.
It goes back. Take the referees out of it.
Okay, and that being said, we know in baseball, I know in tennis, and I think also in soccer, football, and hockey, they've implemented some AI into, refereeing, I guess. And obviously we have like different camera angles, and they call the New York and the NBA to replay different things. It seems like they don't get it right in that. But as we progress in technology and AI, can we see AI being a better option?
No, that would be a boring option.
It would, because you're taking the human element out of it.
Yeah.
Taking the human element that you guys complain about all the time.
I told you 3 times. Take the ref side. Do your job. Play your role. Do your part. Refs won't be an issue.
Yeah. Like if I'm rooting for the Cowboys and the other team runs into the ref, yay.
Yeah.
First of all, we don't have to worry about the Cowboys not being ref right. But
I wasn't even worried about that call because, again,
the fix is in. Yeah, exactly. The fix is in.
If it came down to that one play, you didn't do your job.
Yeah, but why should one team have to play? Oh, I know I just have to play better. I mean, everybody should go out and play their best.
Right.
But like to have that burden of I have to play 10%, 20% better than my opponent because.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you get off your ass and block, do your job blocking, do your job running the ball, do your job running your route, the refs wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be. This goes back to Pop Warner. Hell, you've been taught at an early age, don't worry about the refs. And the refs will even tell you, hey guys, before the game starts, we're gonna let y'all play. Mm-hmm. So if you already know they're gonna let you play, why would you do any excessive bullshit? Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, man.
No, I completely disagree.
You could call pass interference on every play. You could call holding on every play. Mm-hmm. You could call illegal contact on every play.
Okay.
They don't, but they could. Just like you could call 3 seconds in a lane on every play in the NBA.
But then how do they pick and choose? It's about having a level playing field and taking the narrative of the refs are the ones out of it. Because I feel like that does the athletes an injustice because now, they're winning. It was just because the refs were on their side.
Well,
Vegas.
That goes into
they had a parlay.
That goes into one of our other topics, home field advantage.
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
Well, shit, let's talk about it.
Yeah, well, I did my research actually on home field advantage. If we want to get into it,
get the hand clap, boss. Yeah, he did some research, y'all.
It's only home field advantage is only slightly effective.
I agree.
Only slightly.
If you play in the Saints in a dome,
but you have to think about it. If you're going to talk about the noise. Both teams.
It's not about the noise. It's about them down spirits. Post Katrina. Shit, you.
Oh my God! I thought you meant spirits as in drinks. You meant ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Only
He
Hollywood.
said the spirits.
You played the New Orleans
He meant
Saints.
Casper.
Yeah.
He said Casper.
You play the Saints in their dome. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose. I mean, come on.
So too many people praying.
I don't know.
Too many people playing, bro.
Oh my God, you threw me off with that one.
Come on.
No,
Same thing would go with the Cowboys. I mean, shit. The Cowboys have a superior home field advantage.
I'm gonna counter this.
Go for it.
This home field advantage.
Go.
That our Houston Astros, go Stros.
Speak
play
on it.
Terrible, awful at home. And
Yeah.
play great on the road, which is why we got our ass whipped by the
Who?
fucking.
Did I not say
I don't
that
even want to think about
during
it.
the playoffs when the
Hurts my heart
Astros played?
still.
I said they're horrible at home. I said it.
So, it doesn't apply to all situations, but I did look up the stats because I knew this was a topic, and I found a lengthy article, and it weighed kind of both sides. There is a slight advantage, but it was like 1% or 2% to having home field
I tell you what,
advantage, so.
take your ass to Philadelphia. You go to Lincoln Field in December and try to play the Eagles. You're gonna lose.
Now, what's going
lose.
to be interesting is, and obviously NFL players are from all parts and have played for different teams and so forth, but that game in Kansas City that none of us are going to be able to watch because it's on Peacock, I guess I can download the app.
That's fucked up.
I guess I'll have to download the app, but it is going to be like -5 degrees or
Oh,
something.
God.
Maybe it's been updated. That's, but I mean, Tyreek Hill,
Papa
he
Viagra.
should know since he already played in Kansas how rough it can get out there in Arrowhead. But
Yeah, so but you got a Hawaiian quarterback
oh God,
playing in 5-degree weather.
Polynesian. He's Polynesian.
He's Polynesian.
Yeah.
But did he not live in Hawaii?
No.
He don't?
No.
Where's he from?
fake news, y'all.
I thought he was from Hawaii. I thought his name
I
said
would have
Hawaii.
thought he was from.
Wow. He's Polynesian.
He's
man.
Polynesian?
Yeah.
I apologize to him.
Man.
I thought you was
Dang.
Samoan. I thought you was like The Rock.
Oh man.
I'm so
Remember one thing about
horrible.
home field advantage. The bad teams play at home too, so
Yeah.
it evens out the average.
Yeah.
So you got to separate the bad teams.
Oh, okay. So I can see you're a proponent for home field advantage.
Yeah, it depends on what sport.
Well, I
Depends
hope
on the sport.
I hope it is a thing for my Texans this Saturday as we play the Browns, which has got to be one of the. I don't think anybody
easiest
saw
games
this,
to win. It should be one of the easiest
I-
playoff games to win.
Listen,
Houston.
as much as I love my Texans, I'm not going to sit here and act like I think it's gonna
One
be-
person, Myles Garrett. They have one person. He is on defense.
Look, Joe Flacco has been coming like he's
Hey,
been
That is.
Hey,
I'm not.
Joe.
He is-
I'm not getting my like.
Joe Cool about to get another contract.
No, he's not. He's
Shit.
pulling a damn Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
He's pulling a Fitzpatrick.
He's going Fitzy.
Yes.
Hey,
He's going to get to the playoffs and stink it
he
up.
He got hit
I
plus
hope-
6 games.
I hope so.
Plus
I
six
hope
games,
so.
man.
You know, it would have been epic if Deshaun Watson were playing. Although maybe they'd be in a different position.
They
So
wouldn't even be there if
they're
Deshaun
here,
was
right? They're
yeah,
playing
we're
here.
playing here. Would
Look
that
here.
not be insane, though?
Look here.
Would that not be insane?
All the massage parlors giving 20% off the D Watson special.
They got old bobbleheads that they going to sell at the game.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they could just paint a little
2 for 10 happy endings.
Little,
Yeah, just paint
All
off
right.
the jersey.
Yeah.
all
2
right.
for 10 happy endings special.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, real talk. I really
Yes.
would have loved to see D Watson play against his former team this weekend.
Yeah, but who's telling if he had actually played, most of the season, they might be in a totally different.
They were
spot.
5
They
and
wouldn't
0.
They
They were 5 and 0 when he played this season.
be- Yeah.
When he
so,
played, they were 5-0.
Yeah, before he got hurt.
he only was getting like a half a touchdown a game. It still was
I
the
know. I
defense.
thought
He
it
wasn't
wasn't stellar.
It wasn't. It was horrible.
Which actually,
They still won.
that actually worries me more.
They still won.
That, he wasn't that impactful, and they were still winning. So that
Exactly.
makes me more nervous about Saturday. But anyway, let's talk about another topic. What would we say in regard to teammates? Who is the best athlete that's the worst teammate? And I don't think it has to be like currently. It can be historically. It can be
Jordan. He was too busy slapping his teammates and cussing them out.
But they won, though.
They won. I would say Jordan, Kobe.
But they won, though.
Best athlete, worst teammate. Jordan, Kobe. I'm gonna throw our boy LeBron in there.
Negative. He's a winner.
All three of them are winners.
That's why I can't put any of them in that category.
What was the question?
who is the best athlete that is the worst teammate that's detrimental to their team?
Draymond Green. Ja, Zion. Come on, let's talk about it. Talk on it.
I wouldn't say that.
Those are good. Right.
But when I'm thinking, if we're phrasing it as best athlete, I
Right.
guess I think it's somebody at like the highest
Yeah.
level.
T.O.
You're not gonna
Your
slander
boy.
my friend like
Your
that.
boy.
You're
Your-
not gonna slander my friend
Why
like
not?
that.
Because he's not.
He got sent home. And,
I-
yeah, you know, I'm a big T.O. fan. His ass got sent home because he just wanted the damn ball.
Because
I
he's
mean,
one of the greatest.
He
and
is.
He wants the
Hey,
ball.
He deserved
Hey,
it.
I'm gonna say,
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. I mean,
He
dude
deserved the
broke
ball.
his leg. 6 weeks later, came back.
Yeah.
would have been the MVP of that game in the Super Bowl had Donovan ass not been tired.
Then
I'm
he's-
gonna
he's
speak
not-
on
He's
it.
not the worst teammate then, because his performance drove his teams to greater.
When you get sent
I would
home,
say Jalen, what's his name? Brown from the Celtics. Him. He's getting paid top 3 money, and the Celtics ain't won shit. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody that is detrimental to their team. You are taking all of our money. You've been here for 5 years, and we ain't winning shit. Everybody else we're talking about are winners.
okay, so
They are winning stuff.
okay,
It was
so
unexpected.
I'm gonna say the same thing for Embiid.
Embiid,
Come on,
Russell Westbrook. These are the people.
Ben
if they
Simmons.
are not winning, Ben Simmons.
come on now.
Detrimental to the team.
Holly's
Holly's
homeboy, James Harden.
James freaking Harden.
Come on now. Let's talk on it. Let's speak on it. If we're gonna,
Chris
oh wow.
Paul.
Oh, ain't this a bitch?
Paul.
Oh my gosh.
Shit,
No,
you might as well say Steph Curry.
He's a winner.
Shit, they losing right now.
Because Chris Paul is over there.
But there's okay. Let's take out of the factor of performance. I think what our producer had in mind here was like other factors, like how they are as a teammate, not just what they produce.
Ja Morant.
First of all, y'all are gonna go in on Ja Morant. Ja Morant was on his own time. And it wasn't a gun, it was a lighter. And y'all should mind y'all damn business.
Yeah, Ja Morant. I knew she was going to get fired up, y'all.
Selfish. Selfish. He's
Not
selfish.
selfish.
He's selfish.
Y'all just watch people too hard. Y'all
No.
need to get a life.
No.
That's what needs to happen.
No, what
Y'all
needs to
need
happen
get
is
a
that
life.
he needs to have some fucking self-discipline and some integrity, because you know you're the face of the franchise. So you know you're
Should be
being
the
watched
face
all the
of the
time.
league. Really?
You see
Yeah.
what high school he went to? He went to the DARE program in elementary, y'all. He knows about DARE.
We all did. We all
Shit.
did.
Just say no.
Say no.
You know what?
Okay,
You know
I
what?
would say I understand where you're coming from for that respect. but
Hold on, sis. I'm gonna be messy right now.
Here we go.
I'm on my B Marshall right now. I'm about to get a little saucy, a little toxic. I'm
Switch cups. I've been drinking this. Let me
I notice every good friend Holly has, that's an athlete, has done something to get kicked off the goddamn team. T.O., James Harden,
Yeah.
D. Watson,
my good.
These are all your friends.
These are
Oh
people
my
who
God.
she follows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell, I,
These
She
are people
likes.
I will vouch for them to a certain
I'm
extent.
gonna say
of
the
course.
Flash too. Shit, his ass toxic.
No.
He got sent home from Chicago.
No.
He didn't get sent home from Chicago.
Yeah, because he was old.
He did.
He actually went to Cleveland after Chicago, and only because Pat Riley was a hoe and they wanted to give him his legacy.
I agree with
contract.
that.
But
I agree with.
Anyway, that's a
Pat-
soapbox that I can stand on.
Pat was a hoe for that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because D Wade deserved
And
better.
why weren't you at the enshrinement, Pat Riley? But anyway, maybe he was at the enshrinement. Maybe he wasn't. Okay. Anyway, I was tipsy a lot of the time, but I mean, I think a lot of the. I think what our producer had in mind was like people that are kind of like at the very pinnacle of like great, like they're the best, the GOATs of their position in their league.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, James Harden. Who else is highly like? T.O.
Why does it have to be about? And first of all,
the
I am
all
not
Heat team.
No, I am not a James Harden fan.
Oh,
I am not a because I don't like the 3-point shot. I feel like the overuse of the 3-point shot has ruined the NBA. But
think so?
Yes.
I kind of agree with that.
But
That in isolation.
To answer your question,
yes, please.
this year,
Because Lamp want to just kind of try
I would
to
say
go in on me right now.
AJ Brown from the Eagles this year.
Ooh,
He has
that's a good
fucked
one.
The Eagles whole season up.
He's the second coming of T.O.
Bitching every game. And you ain't doing what T.O. did. You're like almost there.
But you're not there.
Your bitchiness ain't enough to get you like 3 more receptions.
Right.
You need to amp the bitch up.
Well, here
Just
you
amp
get
it up a little bit. T.O. had more than you.
10 targets a game. I mean,
T.O. had
shit.
like 12, so them
But
extra
again,
2 to 3.
I think we're not talking about like performance per se, unless like the outside stuff is.
The
affecting.
outside is affecting. After every game, he bitches.
he's
and he is
crying
in the
about
locker
something.
room fucking it up.
I agree with that.
And so, don't nobody
Okay.
want you to even get the ball. We would rather hand the ball to Buckhead, whoever that is, like on the team. We don't like. That's
All right. So in general, though, if you had to say one person right now, who is the best athlete that was the worst teammate, who would it be? One person right now.
Oh shit! All Holly team, Antonio Brown.
All right. I see this is going on. This is going on Holly Heat night, I guess, over here. I should have brought more champagne.
oh my god.
That's my guy.
Oh man.
Antonio's my dude. AB is my guy.
Oh man.
Best athlete. I would say AB.
Oh man. I would say Ron Artest.
Ooh.
Meta World Peace.
That's a good one.
Meta World Peace. Like he was awesome. Like you put him on any team, he's gonna be the best player or the second best player, and you ain't gonna be able to say nothing else about it. And no matter who you put it on there, if he's not the best offensive player, he's definitely gonna be the best defensive player. And all of the teams that he was on thrive. And if he didn't have mental breakdowns during any season, like he probably would have more rings than the few that he has. Meta World Peace.
Meta World
All right.
Peace.
And I'm
Much
going to go with
respect.
Draymond Green because at one time he was at the very
True.
pinnacle as far as
Facts.
defense, and then we know his court vision is amazing. But
Yeah.
he obviously has been
Dolphins
putting
ran
all the
through
way
him.
all the way back to
Yeah.
when your boy won.
Okay.
And that's one thing that they always hang their hat on is the fact that Draymond was
Yeah.
out for
Yeah.
2 games during the
Yeah.
finals
Because of Draymond.
he was out because of his actions.
You can't-
So I would
you-
say Draymond Green.
You can't kick
in that
nobody in the
respect.
nuts. It was one game.
All right, go. All right.
I got one. I gotta say it.
All right.
Sorry, I'm not supposed
Jay.
to chime in.
I'm talking for him. I'm not supposed to chime in, y'all.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Mm.
The
Jerry
worst
Jones.
teammate.
He is the.
He is.
He think he.
He think he's a quarterback, receiver, running back, coach, coordinator,
Anyway.
shit.
Come on, Steve.
All right.
Come on, Steve. Help me out.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. If you tapped into our live stream, this will be available again in a couple days once we put the whole show together. So y'all make sure you tap
Shade.
in. Please Well, that's what we doing. Apparently, that's what we're doing. Happy New Year.
In this
Yeah, I guess we all on our Cat Williams shit now. We all on it now. But yeah, make sure that you guys tap in next week. Every Thursday, we will be going live around 8-ish, 8:15-ish. And
PST time.
And I ain't say that.
Get your drinks ready.
And yeah, tap in with us. Please comment.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week.
Deuce. Peace.